We've talked about integration. Today we're beginning a new arc, sustained identity, and what happens after integration when life gets hard. In the first episode, we talked about understanding identity. In the second episode, we talked about applying it in real life, in relationships, in work, and money. Now we're talking about what happens after integration, because integration is powerful. But what happens when life applies pressure? What happens when you reacted in an old way you thought you were done with? Before we go into anything further, let me remind you what integration actually means. Integration means your inside and your outside match. Integration means who you are in public and who you are in private are not two different people. It means that you're not editing yourself depending on the room. It also means that you don't have to switch personalities to feel safe. That's integration. Now here's the part that no one talks about, because even after integration, there will be moments when it feels like you're going back where you started. Not upset, not helpless, but it's going to feel more like disappointment, like you should have been past this by now. And for some people, that disappointment makes them shut down. For me, it makes me adjust. It makes me say, I saw this, now let's do better. And that's not failure, that's awareness in motion. Going back to an old reaction, does not erase who you've become. What it does is it reveals what still needs reinforcement. It reveals where the pressure is. For example, if you ever learn a new language, sometimes you will slip back into your old accent. And that is not because you forgot, but it's because the body remembers. When the body is under stress, the body is going to react to the first thing that it knows. It's going to react to the past versus the present. And that doesn't mean that you're back to the beginning. It just means that your system is being tested. Regression is not collapse. Regression is exposure. It shows you exactly where you still get activated. And if your response is, I'm going to turn this around, that is power. That means integration is still there. It didn't disappear. It just needs reinforcement. Because there is a difference between falling apart and noticing you reacted in an old way. One is unconscious, the other is aware. And awareness is solidity. Endurance is not about never reacting. It's about recovering a lot faster, a lot sooner. It's about catching yourself. It's about saying, I saw that, and this is not who I am anymore. And that is sustained identity. It's not perfection, it's not performance. It's the ability to return to yourself again and again. And if you can do that, you're not failing, you're stabilizing. But here's the next layer. It's one thing to return to yourself in calm moments. It's another thing to hold on to identities when emotion rise. For example, when you're angry, when you're afraid, when you feel exposed, or when you feel rejected. That's what we're going to talk about in the next episode. What happens to identity under emotional pressure? Thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Also hit the notification bell so you can be notified when I post the next video. Sur ce, on se dit à la prochaine, and I'll see you in the next episode.